Hello everyone, it's Mr. E, and I'm back to teach you more about Core Keeper. Once you've done some exploring and you get yourself back to your base, probably got a bunch of stuff you want to store in your chest, right? So once you open up the chest, there are multiple options for putting your stuff in. First, most of you are probably going to click and drag the items in one at a time. That is an option. There's always the option of just right-clicking, and it'll take one at a time off if you want to put just one. There's also the option of holding down shift and left clicking, and it'll put the whole item amount into the inventory. Or if you have, let's say, a big stack and you want to cut it in half, you hold down shift and click right click, it'll cut your stack in half, and then you can just do that. You can also cut that one in half as well if you want. So just put that back in your inventory and then do the same thing over and over and over again. It's that simple. You just click and drag them back on top of each other if you want them all in one. But this is a simple way to, filter your things out and place them into your storage quick. While running through, you might encounter some mobs such as these slimes. One thing that actually took me and some friends of mine a while to find out is these slimes actually won't hurt you if you run through them. So if by chance you just want to get past them, maybe you're a pacifist and you don't want to fight them at all, you just want to, leave them alone, you can literally just run right past them. They will not hurt you whatsoever. However, if you do want to kill them, which most of you will, they're not that hard. I went ahead and just crafted myself a copper sword. It only takes a few hits to take them out. Watch out, however, from these spiky ones. They will hurt a little bit more. They take a little bit more damage to destroy. As far as the slime goes on the ground, this does not hurt you. It will, however, slow you down. And eventually, if you continue to play the game, there are ways to get around this slime. And that would require a specific set that you can get from farming later. Once you've made yourself a couple smelters and you've collected a little bit of copper, you want to make yourself some copper bars so that you can continue to make some items off of this here basic crafting bench. You'll see that a lot of them need wood and copper to make, so go ahead and grab yourself those copper bars. And once you have those copper bars, you're going to want to go over to the crafting bench and make some stuff. One of the items that is very important to make right away is this copper anvil. Want one of those, and you're going to want a cooking pot. Those are pretty important. Other things that might be nice are a hoe, so make yourself one of those. And you'll also want to make yourself a watering can. Why? Because when you decide to start gardening, you can't actually plant and grow vegetables and fruits if you don't have water. So go ahead and make yourself one of these. It's going to come in handy here when I teach you how to do gardening. The salvage and repair station is also really nice. It's something you're going to need to repair any of your tools later on, and I recommend making one of those as well. I like to keep one on me at all times, because if I'm out exploring or adventuring and I happen to break my tool and I happen to have the resources like wood or a little bit of metal on me, I can actually repair my tools on the spot. So it's really nice to just keep a spare one on you. I also tend to keep enough wood in case I need to craft another crafting bench as well. So think about that as you're moving forward. Having a couple spare items is always handy. When one of your items breaks, such as a pickaxe, you'll notice that its durability has hit 0, and it actually will not allow you to use it. You'll see that there's nothing in my hand when I have it selected. So you'll want to go over to the repair station, and you'll see that it brings up its own little inventory slots. So the way this works is if you have the items on you that it requires already, to repair, you do not have to put anything in these slots. So these slots are actually used for disassembling, for breaking down and salvaging. So if you happen to have, let's say, a wooden pickaxe, and you want to break it down, you'd have to put it in here and then click the break down button, and you'd actually get some wood back from it. It won't tell you specifically what materials you get back, but you do get back some materials. So as far as just, repairing this copper pick that we started with, I have what it takes. So if I click this, the repair button, and I highlight, it tells me the repair cost is 1 copper bar. Well, I happen to have 13 copper bars on me. So all I have to do is, since I click the repair button, just click the item that I want to repair, and it's done. It's that simple, it's that easy, and it's efficient. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about gardening for a second. So with gardening, just like in real life, you'll have to, fix up the soil, and in order to do that, you're going to need a hoe. So since we crafted a hoe earlier using some copper, we're going to want to select that and run around and just, till the ground, get it all nice and set up for planting. That looks pretty good. I'll stick with that. And then we'll make a nice little area out here. With this, you don't have to click the button. You can just literally hold right click if you want. Keep in mind though, if you go back over the same spot, it'll, prefix the ground the way it was before. So make sure you're not hitting the same spot twice if you don't want to have to do it over and over and over again. Damn. Well, I guess we need to repair. We'll do that real quick. Easy. Alright, so now we got 2 plots. You might be wondering, Mr. E, why are you making 2 different plots? Well, I'll explain that very simply. You have a bunch of seeds you got, probably from farming, right? Well, I went ahead and put them all right here on my hotbar so I can plant them. Well, one of them specifically is root seed. Root seed is how you plant basically a bunch of roots, and these roots can be mined or farmed just like it was at the beginning. When you first started in this area, there was a bunch of wood just growing out of the ground, right? Well, those were roots, and if we plant these seeds, it will grow more roots. Well, the reason why I made this little divot pocket off to the side was I learned that if you plant these roots anywhere next to your benches, they will grow and grow and grow and literally break everything in your base. But for some reason, they won't break through the walls. So you can make yourself a garden with fences and everything fancy later if you want. But one of the simplest, most easy methods that I decided to come up with was just, carve yourself out a hole and place your roots inside of there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and place mine down in here. And we're just going to watch these babies grow over time. Because why not? And that should be good. We don't need more than 3 for now. But I do recommend covering up that hole. So, there we go. Easy peasy, just put down a dirt wall. Now we can go back over to here, and we can plant the rest of our stuff. Do 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 do. So there we go. We got all that stuff planted, but it's not gonna grow. Why? Because we need water, right? And that brings me to another point. I can't get to this anymore. Alright, let me go ahead and pop a hole in here real quick and we'll just, fix that up later. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our water can and go over to the water. This happened to be right next to the base. So nice. Right click on the water source. Da-da-da. Alright, we got water now. So just walk around and right click on everything with the watering can. Get it nice and watered up, nice and wet, Yeah, there we go. We're looking good, looking good. All right, then go ahead and, fix that up nice and pretty. And then we wait. It takes a little bit, but they'll eventually start sprouting and eventually fully grow. And then once those are fully grown, we can come back and pick them all using the pick. One thing though, I gotta say, is with the roots, you do not have to break the main source. So what I recommend is wait for them to just grow everywhere randomly. And once it's fully grown, go in and break all of the wood that you want, but leave the main source. Those will just continually grow unlimited sources of wood for you. And you can make the farm as big as you want and grow as much as you want. But for now, I think 3 is good. So I'm just going to allow those to grow. And we'll come back and we'll pick those later. Yeah. Once you've made yourself one of these copper anvils, you'll notice inside that you can make yourself some wood armor, and you make yourself some copper armor. Is it worth it right now to make the copper armor? That is totally your option and opinion. I think though that it's best to wait. There's probably other things we might need the copper for at the beginning, especially if you're playing this game alone, or if you're playing it with friends. You guys might want to share the copper. Don't waste it all on yourself. Don't be a dick. So I recommend using wood. It's actually quite good at the beginning, and you might find some random gear laying around in boxes, or you might find them off of mob kills, but they're probably not going to be as good as armor at the beginning. So totally make yourself wood armor. It's worth it, and it's cheap. Look, you guys, they sprouted. We now have some, plants. Maybe vegetables, maybe fruits, who knows? And then look, we have wood. Alright, so let's go ahead and harvest these. We're going to use the pick. Sweet. We got some seeds so we can replant. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Place these real quick. Watering time, watering time. Yeah. Oh no! I watered some dirt that didn't need it. Oh well. Everybody needs a drink sometimes. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these back on. And then we're going to collect some wood. Remember not to break the main seed. That way they can keep growing. These things grow pretty quick, actually, so you might actually see them grow right before your eyes. Alright, and that is harvesting. And now that you have a bunch of random veggies, there's a couple things you can do with them besides, just eat them straight up. Now that we have a cooking pot, let's go test that out. So go ahead and throw, some heart berries. Hey, now we know it's a berry. And we have some bomb peppers, so we know that that's a vegetable. See what happens if we combine both of them. Looks like it's gonna make some unique food. Can't wait to see what it is. I'm so hungry. Look at me, I'm starving to death. Hearty pepper wrap. 19 food, 21 movement speed for a minute, 25 maximum health for 5 minutes, and then 2.8 health every second for 20 seconds. Whoa, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and pop these out and see what else we can make. So we got some glow tulips. Let's go ahead and throw those in with, some mushrooms. What does it make? What does it make? Mushy tulip salad. Plus 19 food. Plus 4 glow for 2 minutes. 4.2 health every second for 20 seconds. Whoa. That's kind of huge, actually. That's a lot of health. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna help a lot when it comes down to getting our health back quick. So let's go ahead and just finish that off real quick. Make 4 of them. Let's see what happens if we make some mushroom hearts. Yeah, mushroom hearts. Because everybody needs hearts. Mushy berry pudding. 19 food, 25 maximum health for 5 minutes, 4.2 health every second for 20 seconds. That seems pretty good. Go ahead and put those away. And let's try peppers with mushrooms. Yeah. Hot and spicy mushrooms. What is this gonna taste like? Mushy pepper wrap. So it's a little bit different than the hearty pepper wrap. So I mean, you know, gotta have a little bit of variety every once in a while. You can't just eat the same thing over and over, you know what I mean? So you gotta have a couple different options. And this one just happens to give you a little bit more health every second. So not bad. Not bad at all. And there you have it, guys. The more vegetables, the more fruits, the more plants you find, the more concoctions you can come up with. You can even throw in a couple other things later on, such as fish and other ingredients. And that's up to you to find. Find some awesome stuff, guys. Share with it in the comments below.